Keanu Charles Reeves was born on September 2nd, 1964 in Beirut, Lebanon. His mother, Patricia Taylor, was English, and his father, Samuel Nowlin Reeves Jr., was of Hawaiian, Chinese, and Portuguese descent. In 2020, the New York Times ranked him as the fourth greatest actor of the 21st century, and in 2022, Time magazine named him one of the 100 most influential people in the world. When Keanu was just 3 years old, his father left the family. His mother moved them from country to country, from Sydney to New York, and finally to Toronto, where Keanu grew up. As a child, Keanu faced many difficulties. He struggled with dyslexia, making school a constant challenge, and his family life was unsettled. Yet these obstacles shaped his resilience. He found solace in ice hockey, becoming a fierce goaltender nicknamed The Wall. But when an injury ended any chance of a sports career, he turned his passion toward acting, a decision that would change his life. In the 1980s, Keanu began his career with small TV roles in indie films. His breakthrough came with the 1986 drama River's Edge, where critics noticed his haunting performance. Then in 1989, he became a pop culture sensation with Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. As the goofy and lovable Ted, Reeves won over audiences, though some critics doubted he could ever escape that image. Keanu proved them wrong. In the 1990s, he reinvented himself as an action star. With Point Break in 1991 and Speed in 1994, he became one of Hollywood's most bankable names. Then in 1999, he took on the role that would forever define his career, Neo in The Matrix. The Matrix was revolutionary. Its slow-motion bullet dodges, cyberpunk imagery, and groundbreaking effects reshaped modern cinema. Keanu's portrayal of Neo gave the world an unforgettable hero, quiet, strong, and searching for truth. Behind the scenes, Keanu showed his true colors, agreeing to take a pay cut so that more money could be devoted to the visual effects budget, ensuring the films looked as groundbreaking as possible. But Keanu's humility and generosity were not new traits. From the very beginning of his career, he had shown a willingness to put people and art before money. In 1995, just a year after Speed catapulted him to fame, he was offered a role in Michael Mann's thriller Heat alongside Robert De Niro. Instead, he turned it down so he could perform in a small stage production of Hamlet at the Manitoba Theatre Centre in Canada. The part went to Val Kilmer while Keanu followed his passion for Shakespeare. The very next year, at just 32, Reeves declined an $11 million offer to star in Speed 2, Cruise Control. At the time, $11 million was the equivalent of more than $20 million today, and he was far from really wealthy. Yet he walked away, partly to avoid being typecast, and partly to free himself for a bigger opportunity, starring opposite Al Pacino in The Devil's Advocate. To make that film possible, he even took a pay cut of several million dollars so the studio could afford Pacino. A few years later, he repeated the gesture for The Replacements, lowering his own salary so Gene Hackman could join the cast. This same generosity has marked his entire career. Inspired by his sister's battle with leukemia, Reeves founded a private cancer foundation that funds research and supports children's hospitals. In 2020, he volunteered with Camp Rainbow Gold, an Idaho charity for children with cancer, and he was later named one of the 100 influential celebrities in oncology by OncoDaily. On film sets, he is equally known for kindness. During The Matrix Reloaded, he gifted Harley-Davidson motorcycles to all 12 members of the stunt team. He also once gave a struggling crew member $20,000 to help with family troubles. More recently, after filming John Wick, Chapter 4, Reeves auctioned a signed training uniform to benefit St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. He also gave his stunt team custom-engraved Rolex Submariners, while the larger crew received personalized t-shirts marking how many times each had died on screen. In 2024, he even signed a one-day contract with the Windsor Spitfires hockey team, with auction proceeds going to support the Canadian Mental Health Association. Beyond acting, Keanu Reeves has also pursued his love of music. In the early 1990s, he co-founded the alternative rock band Dog Star, where he played bass guitar alongside drummer Robert Milhouse and guitarist Brett Domrose. The band developed a loyal following, opening for major acts like Bon Jovi and performing at festivals across the US and Asia. Dog Star released 2 albums, Our Little Visionary in 1996 and Happy Ending in 2000, blending 90s alt-rock energy with introspective lyrics. After disbanding for many years, Dog Star reunited in 2023, releasing new music and touring once again, proving that Reeves' passion for creativity extends far beyond the screen. Through all of this, Keanu has remained humble. He once said, "Money is the last thing I think about. I could live on what I have already made for the next few centuries." Despite his immense fame, Reeves' personal life has been marked by tragedy. In the late 1990s, his partner Jennifer Syme gave birth to their daughter, who was stillborn. The heartbreak ended their relationship, and just 2 years later, Syme was killed in a car accident. Keanu also lost his closest friend River Phoenix in 1993. These losses left deep scars, and Reeves has spoken openly about grief, saying, "Grief changes shape, but it never ends." And yet, through it all, he endures. Today, Keanu Reeves is more than a movie star. He is a cultural icon. As Neo, he taught us to question reality. As John Wick, he showed us resilience in the face of pain. But perhaps most importantly, as himself, Keanu Reeves has reminded the world that fame, fortune, and power mean little without compassion. He is not defined by scandal or ego, but by sincerity and humility. He prefers motorcycles to limousines. He avoids the trappings of Hollywood excess, and he continues to inspire millions who see in him not only an actor, but a man who has turned hardship into wisdom and grief into kindness. Keanu Reeves' story is one of resilience, loss, generosity, and quiet strength. He has faced unimaginable tragedies, yet continues to radiate humility and hope. And that may be his greatest role of all. Not Neo, not John Wick, but Keanu Reeves himself. A reminder that even in a world of chaos, goodness still exists, and kindness is the legacy worth leaving behind.